Hi, it's me again. I'm going to be making some dumplings. I'm going to be making chicken dumplings. You can use whatever meat you want, I guess, beef or pork or whatever, turkey. But I'm making chicken and dumplings because we had, I prepared Cornish hens for dinner last night, and I had some meat left over, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, I've already pre-mixed the dry ingredients. It's 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. It's half a teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, and 1/3 cup of shortening. And you have to cut it in so that it ends up looking like, almost like cornmeal. So I've got that done, and this is, I pre-mixed it to make the video shorter. Then gradually I'll add 3/4 cup of milk. Okay, I'll add the rest of it. You just want to make a dough that you can roll out. And I love my rolling pin. I've had it for probably 40 years. I don't even remember where I got it from, but it's marble. It's good and heavy. Okay, I've got it stirred up enough. So now we're going to take some flour and spread it on this table here. Yeah, Folgers flour. I'm cheap. I keep canisters of all kinds. Nobody's going to see it anyway. It's in the cabinet, you know. I already have my broth boiling. And I've used the broth off of the chicken or whatever you cook, but then I also use chicken broth. And I've already put that on boiling to save time. So now we're going to flour up my hands real good first. And this is the dumpling dough. I like that dumpling dough. And we're going to put it on here and knead it a couple of times. Kind of like you would biscuits. And we'll put a little bit of flour on top, kind of mash it down and get that heavy duty rolling pin out and start rolling it. You don't have to be as particular with this dough when you're rolling it out as you are with biscuits or something like that, because you're going to cook it anyway. You're going to put it in that good old hot broth over there. Now, we don't like thick dumplings. I know for a long time Mickey wouldn't eat my dumplings because he said, I don't like dumplings, they're too doughy. I said, you've never eaten any of mine. One day I got him to try it. Ever since then, he's eaten my dumplings because they're not thick and doughy. I'd say maybe they're, oh, I don't even know if they're 1/8 of an inch thick. There we go. Now, I use my pizza cutter. I use this a lot. Man, it's good for a lot of things other than just pizza. And I'm cutting these in about 1-inch strips. I don't know whether you can see it good or not, but you'll see it when I scoop them up. 1-inch strips all the way down. think I got that one just a little bit wider. Oh, and I told you I like, hold on a minute. Then I go this way and cut them about 2 inches. Make them about 2 inches in length. I told you once that I like to wear shirts with messages on them. Well, today I've got on what you would call, I guess, a house dress. That's what they used to call them in the 50s and 60s. My stepdaughter turned me on to those again. I'm so glad she did, because they are so comfortable. Now that we have this going, I'm going to move you over to the pot where you can see me put these in. But I'm going to turn you off for just a minute and come right back. Now our pot is boiling, and I scooped up a few dumplings and I'm going to put them in there. Of course, you keep this stirred. It only takes a few minutes. I'll put another bunch in there. And some more. You just kind of keep adding them. You don't want to add a whole bunch. After you add a little bit, you stir it a little bit so that the other ones you're going to put in won't stick to each other. They cook up really fast, so it doesn't take very long. We've just about got them all in there. Stir that a little bit, see? And it's kind of making a gravy as it cooks. There's one little fella that tried to get away. And that's it. And see, the ones I put in first are just about done. Now, after you do that, then throw in some chicken. Well, you don't have to throw it, just, you know. I have this chicken from last night, so I shredded it up. And I think Mickey likes a lot of meat in his. And I personally like a little pepper. So I'll sprinkle a little bit of pepper in there. Boy, doesn't that look good? Almost good enough to eat, huh? And see, it's just about done. Doesn't take long at all. He's gonna be so happy. And I've got a 91-year-old neighbor that lives by himself since his wife passed away a little over a year ago. And I take him food every now and then. He says that he loves my cooking. I don't think a preacher would lie, do you? So I'm going to take him some of these and probably a strawberry shortcake. Now see, that is done. And doesn't it look delicious? As I said, good enough to eat. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Have a great day.